Hi, my friends. Teresa Lysum here. How are you today? I hope you're having a fantastic day. And if you're not, how can you make it a fantastic day? I'm breathing in my favorite essential oil blend to help me speak clearly and articulately, but from the heart as well. I hope you're having, again, a spectacular day. And if you're not, how can you make a choice to move the course of your day into a more positive direction? I wanted to share with you some thoughts that I was just listening to a webinar that a friend sent me. And the webinar was by Jeff Self, SELF, and he does a course in alchemy. I believe you can look him up on YouTube. But this was the May 2022 version. I have not listened to the whole thing, but there's lots of nuggets in there. And he starts all about depression and why do I feel depressed? But there's so much more content in there. So if you want to check it out, I encourage you to go check it out. He was talking about giving ourselves permission to let go, to release, to unpack our backpack. He made the analogy of us carrying our backpacks through our entire lives, and we just keep throwing things back there that we don't want to deal with, we don't want to think about, we don't want to feel. So we think we're hiding them away from ourselves, but they're actually just going in our backpack. And that backpack is getting heavier and heavier and heavier, and we're carrying it with us energetically, that burden, that heaviness. We just don't realize it. And that backpack shapes our reactions and the way we experience things and our beliefs and possibly our habits. And he was speaking about giving ourselves permission to let go of stuff that maybe happened 20, 30, 40 years ago, something that we made a judgment about, either about ourselves or on other people. And we have kept it with us in the form of a story all these years, and it's not serving us in any way, shape, or form. So now is the time, my friends, to let go of that stuff. He speaks about the earth letting go and all this energetic letting go of stuff that is no longer serving us. So think about that. What do you have to let go? Maybe you could physically let go of clutter, let go of things that you don't need anymore that have just been sitting in your house for 20 years. Maybe you can release some old emotions that took place in the past, and you're just hanging on to them to create this story around it and for you. Maybe it's time to release those emotions, thank them, bless them, and let them go, and be ready for new emotions in the moment. We can only experience our emotions in the present moment, but we keep revisiting them and keep bringing them back into the present moment by reliving them, rehashing them, re-talking about them. Isn't that an interesting idea, interesting concept? Just looking at my notes here and see what else I wanted to talk about. So I'm going to encourage you today to think about what you've been putting in your backpack, what you've been bringing forward in your life, and what you can start to release. This is the perfect opportunity to release stuff. We are going through a big change, a big shift. We have new opportunities, new energy. Things are not going back to normal, and they don't need to. Let's create a new normal. Let's create something that's positive and love-filled and joy-filled for everybody, ourselves included, and starting with ourselves. This is an opportunity to embrace what's happening, not judging it, whether it's good or bad, just experiencing it, thanking it, and then moving on for the next emotion, the next opportunity, the next situation. Interesting stuff, huh? Okay, my friends, I hope I offered you a new perspective, planted a new seed, gave you something to think about today. Maybe it'll pop up in the future after it sits in your mind for a while and marinates. So I hope I have been of value to you and I gave you something to wrap your head around. And if you can't, that's okay too. Maybe you don't resonate with what I've just said. That's okay. But hopefully I've introduced you to some new concepts that maybe you could play with. Okay, my friends, that is it for me. That is my Thoughtful Thursday for this week. You go about your business. Have a great rest of your day and think about what's in that backpack and what you can let go of. Okay, my friends, take care. Love you much. Bye-bye.